Hi guys, my name is Brooklyn LaRue and I am filming this in my car because I'm headed to an appointment, and if you hear rain, it is slowly raining out here, so forgive me for that, but it is a blessing to be here today. I am so excited to share with you some amazing information from Riman and how I've incorporated it into my life. So I actually am a medical spa owner. I own Ivy and Wellness Med Spa. It's located in Smith Mill, Missouri. And I started Riman products back in April. And a little backstory, the gal that had got me on had popped in my messages and was like, hey, do you want to sell Korean skincare? And I completely ignored her. I'm like, yeah, I get reps in my door all the time. I am not selling Korean skincare. You think you're going to get my attention on Facebook Messenger when I have reps in my door all the time? I think you're just you're barking up the wrong tree. So I let her go and I kind of ignored her, and she's like, well, I'm going to send you samples anyway. So I was like, well, yep, that's fine. I love samples, why not try something else? So she actually sent them to me and I forgot about them. They actually sat up at the post office for a while, and finally when I went to go get my mail one day, the gal had handed me this box and I was like, oh yeah, those samples. So brought them back. My esthetician and I opened the box and we were super impressed with the packaging and the bottles. We were like, wow, like skincare doesn't come in glass bottles typically, or porcelain, so that was kind of cool to see that. And so I got home and I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to try these products. We'll see what happens. So I completely put all of my original skincare to the side because I feel like when you transition from a skincare to another skincare, you need to be consistent with just one. So that way you have a control. So that way you can know like what's helping and what isn't. So put everything to the side of the back of the sink and started using Riman. And I actually started with the Radiant Sum 100 line. And you will learn in some other videos like what the lines are and how they can help your skin. But started it 3 days later, I'm shook. I'm like, wait a minute, why? I've never had brightening like this. It doesn't have retinol in it, which I will go over here in a second. How is my skin looking this good? So I was kind of blown away. Before I had reached back out to her, I wanted to do my own research and really figure out like what the products were. Like, why are these so good? I didn't want to be sold the products. I wanted to like make my own concrete decision on if I was going to bring these products in my med spa. The knowledge I needed was something that I had to find on my own. So I went to Riman.com and there was a plethora of knowledge on there, and I was starting to watch videos on social media and really getting into like the back end of things, and like I fell in love with the science behind it, the ingredients. It is a very natural base. In my practice, we are really holistic. We try to go in the holistic route first. So I was so blown away. I loved it, loved everything about it. And so I'd reached back out to her and I was convinced. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm about to pull these products in. So I slowly started incorporating them into my practice. I had my esthetician kind of use them in our back room a little bit on our clients just to get some feedback. Like, maybe this isn't for everybody, but man, my skin looks good. And my esthetician, I remember walking in like a week or two later, and her name is Carrie and she's amazing, but she's probably watching this right now. But she was like, whoa, your face is like really glowing. And I was like, I know, I'm kind of impressed. Like there's some sort of magic in these bottles, I think. And she's been an esthetician, Carrie, forgive me if I ruin this for you, but I want to say 25 years plus. So her expertise is like amazing. So for me to stand out to her, I was kind of blown away myself. I'm like, that's really cool to see that. So started slowly incorporating them and giving a few samples out to some clients, getting some feedback, and I had no feedback that was negative. And I was like, well, this is really amazing. Like, I really liked it. Different ages, like we're having teens try this, and we're having 60-year-olds use this, and 80-year-olds, and like everybody's having really good feedback. And so I was like, okay, fine, we're just gonna go all in. So I brought it all into my office and we have really converted some faces. So most of you, if you're not familiar with a medical spa, most of the time there is medical grade skincare sold. And I was a huge seller of medical grade skincare. I had carried several lines in my office, and I will tell you, medical grade skincare is so effective. It is amazing. It does great things for your skin, but the process in which it gets to that correction is where I didn't really like it. I wanted more of a holistic approach rather than using retinol and salicylic acid and other acids to dry my skin out, so that way I was getting rid of wrinkles and acne and other age spots and all these other hyperpigmentation and all these other skin issues. I didn't like the process to get there. So when I found Riman, I was like, wow, they're using natural products in the world to heal our skin. I mean, it's amazing. And you'll probably find out in some other videos, their technology is 10 years further advanced than anything in America. So I was just like, this is unreal what I'm witnessing. And now I've had it in my clinic for let's see, May, June, July, August, 3 months, and we're still getting amazing feedback from people. And I have actually had several of my people decide to use Riman instead of going and getting laser treatments first, and they have just thanked me for that. One, the price point, and two, there's no pain. Like, it's not a painful treatment to get rid of age spots. And I actually presented earlier in our first skincare bash earlier in the year, and I loved how we kind of went over Riman products heal from the inside out, and American products and American treatments sometimes heal from the outside in. And when you heal from the outside in, that's pretty temporary because that stuff is still building from the inside out, so it's still going to appear, that hyperpigmentation, those age spots. So that is just, that's really primarily why I love Riman so much, is because of the difference it makes. And anything in the medical world, it is an 80-20% rule. 80% is home care, 20% is me and the treatments and the needles. Like, if you're correcting a lot of stuff at home, what you do in my office is very minimal. So I am thrilled about Riman. I am thrilled that we have been able to provide these opportunities for our clients and really give them like what they deserve, because everybody wants good, clean skin today. So, I am so excited for you guys to watch the other videos. I kept this kind of brief. All the other videos will pretty much cover any questions you have, but it is so amazing. You guys, I just challenge you to really dive in and grasp this and get your hands on some really good products. I think you'll love them. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.